Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Sam Howell, nice performance, tough outcome on the road in Seattle. Fired up for this. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you're interested, hop over there. I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So all sorts of nuance, depth, detail about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offense and defensive football. If you're interested, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community and join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Sam Howell, the Commanders on the road in Seattle, what I think is probably the toughest place to play on the road. Great job right here creating touchdown pass. He does this a few times in this game. You know, it's one of those things for me where it's always a little crazy. You never quite know what's going to happen, but a lot of times good things happen. And he showed that he could handle this off schedule, out of structure, creativity. Now, the first thing here to pay attention to is what's going on defensively here, because we're getting pressure from the field, from the wide side. The offensive line, these three are sliding to the right. Now, they're probably sliding, if they had to ID someone, right here. But when he drops out, you would love for these three to pick up the three most dangerous to this side, which for me would then be 1, 2, 3. Now, the right guard gets a little piece of them, but that kind of causes this whole thing into chaos. Now, is that on Sam Howell? Should Sam Howell throw hot down here to the bottom? You know, there's not a real great option where to go with the ball. You're going to throw a flat. He's going to get collisioned. A good turn down. But again, you can see how quickly it goes from, it looks like he wants to throw hot flat. No, because you can see that corner down here to the bottom is kind of rolled up like a pseudo cloud. Now we got to go. Now his eyes are up and he can create off-platform little flick, turns into a touchdown. So again, it's just a little bit of chaos. And when it works, it's beautiful. But again, hot, no, And again, watch the right guard. So to me, the right guard is locked in on that defensive tackle. He should have his eyes out. He sees it late, just barely takes the hit off. Howell improvises and makes a huge play, one of a number of plays out of structure. Massive, massive play to get him going. Next one here, 1st and 10. Big play action shot. We're going to hit the deep curl or read route down here to the bottom. Now, it's a beautiful play by the corner, and that dude can play, no doubt about it. You would love, or I would love, 17 to come back a little bit more at the top of this route, but this is a very much what I would consider a turnover-worthy type play. And that could easily be an interception. Interceptable, if you're an OG. And so what this play is normally is this big play action shot. And I'm going to call this a read post. So you're kind of up. And if you can take the post, they normally want you to take the post versus quarters. So you're kind of reading this play side safety. If this play side safety gets depth, then oftentimes you'll curl it up. Now, I don't know for sure that this is what they're doing, but it just looks like that at the top of the route, because the top of the route here for me is not quite as tight as you would love to see it. So if it's not a read, it's a little bit more 1,000 miles an hour, boom, come back to it because you know it's super definite. But really at the top of this route, this corner, who's a hell of a player, is really driving downhill better than 17. And it's just one of those things where matchup, yeah, you'd think that your guy would beat their guy, but right here, 21 looks like the better player. Up, and again, you can see that safety get significant depth. See that safety, you're not going to run post past him. Just the top of the route, the corner gets out of the break faster than the wide receiver. You know, throwing that with lowercase a right there, maybe. But watch 21 break on this thing versus 17. See him coming back, gets his cleats in the ground. And that is dangerous. And again, when you turn on the film, there's just, you know, a little danger on damn near every big play. Close to being a turnover right there. Next one here, 3rd and 14. This is one of my favorite calls of the game. Man, I really, really wish Sam Howell would have hit the number 3 here on a swap big post. To me, this is a tricks or poach beater. And this is a very good call. Great design. Not a lot of great 3rd and 14 plays. When I'm saying tricks and poach beater, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the weak side safety. He essentially is hunting up the vertical of number 3. So that's a lot of fancy talk to say, this player, this safety right here, what is he doing? Is he helping on this side, or is he hunting up the vertical release of whoever becomes the number 3 eligible? So whoever is running towards him in some sort of vertical capacity. So what they do here, and that's exactly what happens. So whether you call this tricks, poach, there's a bunch of different defensive terms. It really doesn't matter. He's cheating to the number 3 over here. So we're going to swap release this, and I'm used to calling swap the 2 and the 3. So we're going to outside release by the number 3, inside release to the number 2, so he becomes the new number 3. He is going to run this deep capture hook. So he's trying to capture that weak safety, that tricks poach player. If this safety settles down, we're going to have this big swap post coming out the other side. And this play is there. This is one of those things where you got to hold onto your rear. You got to tell everybody up front, chip, do everything you possibly can to give us time for a massive play. So I want you to watch this safety up top. Does he settle on the new number 3? Swap release. Right there. As soon as you see that action from the safety, you're letting that post go. You got to throw it. That post is there. That space is there. This is a beautiful drop back, big shot, tricks poach beater. Instead, the right guard getting pushed into our lap a little bit, reset and chuck this thing. He can make that throw. He throws a beautiful deep ball. Right here, he just, for whatever reason, doesn't. Now, it's not the end of the world to get a completion on 3rd and forever and punt, but this is a touchdown. And it's really a throw you would think that he would make, like you've seen him make. And maybe the right guard just doing the splits right in front of his face is an issue. And I'm granting that it probably is. But man, I would love to see Sam Howell rip that thing down the field, because that was a beautiful design and call. Damn. Next one here, one of my favorite plays in football. Old school bullets, new school rail up top. We're going to be hot. Left tackle, big duel. Big duel to no one. But this is a beautiful job from Sam Howell, playing the hot, getting the ball out quickly, not taking a hit. Right on him, make somebody miss, first down. I love this play. Now again, if you watch this channel, you know that I'm not afraid usually to come sideways at offenses that I don't love that run a lot of static routes. This is an example of a not static route. So what I'm used to calling a bullet, a lot of people call it a rail nowadays, it's essentially a go from the backfield. But the thing about it that I used to love about bullets is that you can throw this thing anywhere. So you can throw it hot right here. You can just put it on him right there. You can throw it right here. You can throw it down the field like a little fade we'll show later. But they're all options. And so the hot element right here, when both these defenders, both blitz, and the offensive line is sliding to the left, so the left tackle has to take both of these guys. That's a big duel. He's got to set for the most dangerous. Just throw that thing hot. Boom. 2 lines through it, make an H. That means the hot route. You're welcome. Put it right on the bullet or the rail. It's a beautiful job from Sam Howell. Don't overcomplicate it. Catch it, flip it on him, hot. Now, the reason why I love it is that he's going downhill. You've got your playmaker in space going downhill. These are all philosophical approaches to offense, not static routes. Look at everybody running away. There's no static routes. They're all runaway opportunities. Make somebody miss, first down. It's a great job from Howell identifying the hot. Again, you can see the center go to the right. He's going to 54. Left tackle on a big duel. He ends up blocking no one, but neither one of them hit him. Kind of in that no man's land, little purgatory left tackle. Great job, Sam Howell, hot, first down. Another great example of Sam Howell, the playmaker. There's nothing there down the field. I'm not even going to pretend to tell you what this concept is supposed to be. People get knocked off. Sam Howell makes a hell of a play. Again, out of structure to his left, getting it to the check down, big chunk down the left side. Just like the first touchdown in this game. So no, we got to go create. Eyes downfield, easy flick. There's nothing easy about that flick. He puts it right on him. It's a beautiful play, big time chunk from a nothing. I mean, there's nothing at the top of this drop. Where do you want the ball to go? Where? Anybody? I mean, I'll be honest with you. Nobody, unless you're in that huddle on that team, knows what this play is. That is not a play in the NFL. So now he's got to go. He turns a bad play into a great play. Look at him find the back down here. Puts that linebacker in a bind. He can run it too. Out of structure, drop the arm angle down, throw a perfect pass off platform right to him, turns into a punt return left. It's an awesome play. This is Sam Howell doing Sam Howell things. Create a little, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to classify this drop as a little chaos, a little crazy. Perfect. That throw is sweet. Around the defender, right on him. That's a handoff. Look at that throw. Boom. That turns into a chunk. It's awesome football. I love it. Next one here. I thought this was kind of a missed opportunity. This is going to be a fake screen down here to the bottom. It ends up in reality just being an inside fade. I just think of Sam Howell as a really good deep ball thrower. It's more these touch intermediate ones where you'd love to see just a little bit more precision. The ball comes out a little flat, hits the back of the green, and flies off. Doesn't give us a chance. So the first thing here is just the operational element of this. We're going to fake this screen right here. Boom. That's that quick or now screen, smoke screen. We're going to try to get this ball. He's going to come out here, bluff, and then go. Okay, now, high school Harry style, I would say, is normally you catch this, pump, reset, and you're trying to go one, usually to an over with an in. That's no matter what the coverage. In the league, I feel like this is not that great of a play versus man because as he comes out here to bluff this thing, the guy who's got him in man right here, he's just going to run with him. He's not going to, unless he's terrible, trigger and try to make that tackle. He's got this guy man to man. So in reality, it's not that it's a bad play. It's still a good play to go inside fade versus press, middle field close man. That's still a good play. But all these, the only thing you're doing when you pump, so you come back here and pump in man, you're just bringing another dude to the party. Okay? Don't bring more guys to the party. Don't be that guy. So just being able to, I would love to see like a pre-snap kind of motion or key, bring the back in or out to be able to know if it's man or zone. So if it is man, you just hold the middle field player. Just hold him over here, take your drop, hold him down the middle of the field, and then it makes this throw easier. Then it's just an inside fade. Then you don't have to do the gymnastics of pump, flip, turn, stay in rhythm. So again, watch it man to man. He pumps. All that does is bring the safety over here. Whoop. Now the safety's running over there. Now you have to throw a flat ball as opposed to touch in the back corner. And we throw a foul ball. So that's just a long-winded example of me saying, hey, let's get a man zone cue. And then that dictates the footwork and the operation of the play. I think it's a good play versus man. You just don't need all that extracurriculars as far as the pump. Watch him have to pump, and then 6 goes to the party. So pump, there's nobody to pump. You're not, no one's looking at you. It's man coverage. The only person that's looking to you is the free safety that now you have to throw a flat ball, and we miss. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me personally, so thank you for taking the time to subscribe. I appreciate you. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, a great way to support the channel, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage, and we even have an entire offensive system available for you. So if you're interested and enjoy how I talk and teach ball, you will love the Quarterback School courses. Hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources, also linked in the video description. And then finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 2nd and 5, we're going to run GT read. We're reading the C-gap player up top. I think it's a good decision to pull it. It's a nice little run. He can certainly run it. He's running high for sure. Ball comes out. Obviously unfortunate right there with the ball security. He's always run high. He's always been a pretty good runner. I think of it back in the day with the UNC like quarterback draw stuff, but he can tote it. I love this call. I love everything except the finish there. Now, do you want your quarterback running between the numbers very often, between the 20s? Probably not. But again, for me here, this is a nice call. Now, I got some questions about how they're blocking this, but at the end of the day, all this is gap triple. So we're going to read this player right here. Okay? If he comes down, we are going to pull it. So we've got the GT element of it here. That's GT counter. So we're getting the kick, wrap going this way. We'll talk about it from the back. Then we've got the quarterback run, and then we've got the bubble element of it. So it's just spread triple with a gap scheme run. It's a really nice call. It's a big hole. It's a big alley to run the ball. Just got to hold on to the ball. This will get you beat in the league. So again, good decision. Easy pull read. Nice job getting vertical. He protects it originally with two hands. Then he just gets hung up a little bit. And again, one of the knocks on him running it, in my opinion, is that he runs high. And so he gets exposed right here. Now, the GT element of it, and I'm sure you didn't come here for the run game for the quarterback school, but you're going to deal with it. I love GT, love counter, especially versus over right here. 6-person box, 6 people in the run unit, and we're reading someone. So this is who we're reading. The actual run unit here, I would say the left side of the offensive line is going gap down. Now, there's a choice here what you want to do with tight end. But if we're down here, we're right here. This is often referred to as a deuce block to 54 here. So double team, get some horizontal movement. What you do here is you can either go gap down like normal counter, or I always like to use to arc this guy, because if you arc the tight end, sometimes that will widen this defensive player, this edge player. So you widen him, and then it allows the kick and the wrap to be a little bit cleaner. So that's the GT element of it. But again, if he does this, whatever this is, and again, coaching tight ends, best job in football, it looks like he's like trying to slow play. Like, oh, is this guy crossing my face? Oh, he is crossing my face. Now I'm going to block him, and now I kind of muddle the hole. So again, it's just choices. All these things are choices. None of these are by accident. This is the run unit for the commies just making a decision to go gap down. And again, you can see what it does, right? You see the deuce, left guard, left tackle, boom. I would like to bring the thunder a little bit more from left tackle, but nice run again. And then just check out Sam Howell. See how high he is? So they're trying to get the ball immediately. Words out. And again, 21 can play. Next one here, another bit of what I would classify as Howell chaos. It looks like he's trying to force a quick out or a flat here. It looks like it could honestly be picked off by 2 people. I know 21 thinks he should get it here. I honestly can't make sense of what this throw is. I thought originally it might be tipped. I don't think it is. I thought originally it could be picked there. 21 plays it cleaner. I thought the corner might be able to get it as well. It's just one of those throws that you don't necessarily want on your film. And again, I'm not telling you I have the answers. I do not. But this, with this player, one of their best players in the throwing lane, like fake blitzing here in the throwing lane, and then the corner could make a play on the ball as well. So like multiple elements of potential turnovers here, all to throw a flat. It just looks like he's confused a little. Like, oh, Jesus. Right? Like you said it, man. Nobody messes with him. I mean, come on. Pull your piece out on the lanes. I don't know. And again, I'm not saying that you have to know every single time when you turn on the film, but I think when there are multiple ones that kind of make you go, what was that, dog? It just makes you nervous, and it's part of the context. Now, this play is outstanding. This is a classic running back calling plays. Watch 24 from the backfield running a corner. Just an absolute thing of beauty. It's also an awesome throw from Sam Howell with a little pocket movement. It's straight up beautiful. Watch the back in the backfield. He's running a corner. I love it. I love it so much. It's usually paired with double post. Right here, this thing might just convert into a clear. But this is beautiful. And I'm joking about the running back calling plays, but they're really good at screens and throwing the ball to the running back for a reason, probably. Clear it out. Clear it out with either a go or a post there. And it's just a thing of beauty. Now pay attention, Sam Howell here. It's not pretty back here. It's not perfect. He's kind of off that back foot, flicking it. Great torque. Again, strong dude. Beautiful design. Just outstanding call. Red zone. Get your boy a touchdown. I mean, and it's not like we're beating anybody, right? That's a Hall of Famer we're running by. Throwing it with anticipation. Yep. I mean, I feel like I got to do it, right? Like, I mean, we're throwing touchdowns to corners. Increase the font. Let's bold it. Let's go underline. Let's go italicize. What do we want? Right? I mean, you guys, we're throwing it with a guy in our face. Anticipation. Let it wash over you. Look at that throw. To a running back corner for a tud. Let's go. Thing of beauty right here. Quick little movement to your left. Huh? I mean, you got to hang tough right there. Big paw on your face. That's an anticipation throw to a running back corner. Can't get through the throw. Give a little high five to the D end. That doesn't feel good. Touchdown. Hell yes. Next one, 3rd and 2. Less than 3 minutes left. Down 7. We're going to throw a slot slant up top. Middle field closed. Man, you're going to probably get outside leverage. Talk about divider rules all the time on this channel. Great job getting to the slant game. So again, what am I talking about? This slot right here on what I'll call triple slant, up and into the slant. Usually, okay, not universally, usually middle field closed, man. Okay, if you are inside a certain, what I'm used to calling a divider, and it can be different for every team, we'll just call it the inside edge of the numbers. That's not what it is, but we'll just use that as a marker. If you're ineligible and you're inside the numbers, the defender who's covering you is going to be outside leverage. Outside leverage. Outside leverage. Why? Because they're trying to funnel you. They want you to come up and run to the middle field player, right? They've got help to the middle. If you're outside the divider, you're on your own. It's essentially 0 out there. So again, you'll get all these in-breaking routes versus middle field closed man. So up top, that's outside leverage. Boom. He's got him. Great design, great call. Lined up to his left, gets the ball out. Massive 3rd down conversion to give yourself a chance. Just a great job from Howell here. Boom, hit your back foot, get it out. Nice catchable ball, big 1st down. Next one here, 4th and 1. It works so nice. Let's run it twice. This time we're going to hit the slant to the bottom, but they're running triple slant up top as well. Now, it's not my favorite route in the world, but I do love the separation. And that's part of playing in the league. Now, some of these dudes are so talented that it might not be exactly what it's supposed to be as far as the timing, the footwork, but they're going to win. And so what I mean by that is, you know, if you draw this up on a whiteboard, it's going to be 3 steps into the slant, or verse press coverage is going to be up, sell the fade into the slant. Well, right here, he just goes, boom, separate. And hey, if that's what works for them and that's how they have it locked in, do you. I used to basically say, I don't care what you do as long as it times out and you separate. And I think once you kind of come to that conclusion in the league, it allows you to be a little bit freer, let guys do what they do and separate. Boom. That's a big time play. This is 4th and 1. The game is over essentially if you don't get this. Boom. Great job. And again, I love the call. We go back to the well. Look at all the winners. The slot wins. The number 1 probably wins up top. I mean, it got a lot of good opportunities for a 1st down. We're throwing it on 4th and 1. Love it. Massive play from Sam Howell to keep them in the game and give them a chance. Boom. Put it on him. Let's go. Next one here, 2nd and 10, 68 seconds left. I put this one on here just because this was so close to being an awesome play. We're running dagger up top. We make 2 people miss in the pocket, off platform, climbing in the pocket, and almost make this throw. Just a little bit of chaos and so close to being a special play. Watch this pocket movement. Whoop. Over, and then right down the hash. Oh, and again, it certainly could have been a pick as well. Just a little bit behind, hits a defender in the hands. So again, it's just that kind of soup of chaos. Sometimes it's awesome. He's certainly going to keep you in the game. The ability to run around, create, make plays, really on display in this game. This is just one of those ones where, man, this was close to being a really cool play. Watch this pocket movement. That's a big dude running right through the A gap, right at you. Over, protect the ball. Over, climb, eyes downfield. So close. Next one here, 3rd and 10 to tie this sucker up. Massive play, massive throw, laughably good, great pass protection, beautiful touch, arm strength, accuracy, leads to a massive game-tying touchdown, and really deserved a better ending, if I'm being honest. This is a hell of a play. This is great pass protection. Look at the pass protection. Patience in the pocket. Just an absurd throw. Look at him fit this thing in. Climb the ladder. Beautiful catch. Great finish as well. I'm used to calling this route a squirrel curl. All that really means is it's a double move curl. So normally you come up, you run this double move. A lot of people will run comebacks out of this. I think it's easier to run comebacks out of this. For whatever reason, Washington has always been a team that has done the inside of this move. So it ends up being just a deep curl, but with the double move, it takes forever. But when you have this kind of protection, and Sam Howell showing off his base here and his patience within the pocket, and then the throw is just perfect. It's just perfectly feathered right over those two second-level defenders who can't get their hands quite up, and it ends up being a touchdown. It's just a thing of beauty, man. It really is. It's pretty awesome. Watch that route up top. Out, up, curl, and then look over two defenders. It's even better from the end zone. It's a great job, man. Competing, giving yourself a chance to win in a really tough environment on the road, doing everything you can except tackling Metcalf. I mean, that is just beautiful. Look at this throw. Look at the patience. Great. Again, it's worth restating. The pass protection is outstanding. Look at the touch. Oh! And the finish in the end zone. Awesome. So that is a wrap. Sam Howell, I thought played really well. You know, obviously not perfect, missed some opportunities, got to hold on to the ball, all those types of things. Thanks, Captain. But man, he made some plays, some out of structure plays, some plays that, you know, Sam Howell might be one of the few players that makes that play, those types of special plays. That is awesome. It really is. He's kind of all over the place. And I really do feel like kind of a like soup of crazy or soup of chaos is a little bit of what it feels like watching him play, because sometimes you're just kind of scratching your head saying, damn, bro, just take the easy throw, get it out, make the right read, let it go on time. And then there are other times where there's nothing there and he makes a kind of a crazy play, keeps it alive, has great vision, makes an off-platform throw, and it's awesome. And so we're just looking for like to be able to hold those great moments and bring up the floor just a little bit and eliminate a little bit of the chaos, become a little bit more stable, and bring those big splash, big plays. That would be pretty awesome. We'll see what it looks like moving forward for the Commanders and Sam Howell. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.